Mr. Mariocum?
Here.
Ms. Lane? Here. Mr. Rolligan?
Here.
Mr. Pfaff?
Here.
And Ms. Neal informed us she was not able to attend.
Okay, need a motion to approve the minutes from December 2nd.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, same.
I'm not
Financial re-
opposed, but I wasn't here, so.
Financial report.
I just wanted to go ahead and give everybody a breakdown of our current loans that we have. We have a few outstanding loans, and I wanted to give a little sheet so that everybody knew where we were. Old Town Players does still have an active loan, Belrose, CC Crown, and Enchanted Florist. Those are all mostly working really good. They're coming in and making their payments. We did refinance the Old Town Players loan because they got a big induction of money, so we kind of refinanced it so that they could get a little bit lower payments, so, and that's working just fine. We just have one that we kind of need to address, that one that is still kind of in arrears. And of course, I've got our balance of funds. Now, we do still have that 150 committed for Carmichael's, so that only leaves us with that current balance we have. So,
Is this the balance after?
correct. Yes, that's our fund balance.
Okay.
And we actually have two funds. We have the principal fund and then all the interest. And of course, we can spend all the interest, but we're supposed to keep a principal balance in the account.
What's that number?
Well, it's debatable because the money was given to us in the 80s. I believe it's 250 or 275. I can't find that exact number because the paperwork is kind of old. But, you know, I suppose we can work with that, how it is.
Okay, any questions? Not, old business, I think we're just waiting on them to,
Carmichael's, I do have the legal description now, but I don't know that they own that building, and I don't want to put our mortgage on property that they don't own.
and that building's up for sale again. And I know he's looking at a different building in the 400 block of Main, so.
Does that mean we'll need to redo the approval? Because if we're
Yes.
changing, okay, if we're changing properties, okay.
So,
Gotcha.
and that's all I have on that one. New business is Die Properties LLC. You can come up to the, you should have their application. And if you guys aren't familiar with this location, it's the angled building right there at the railroad tracks on Washington Avenue. I don't know if it was a railroad or what owned it, but it's 1890 building.
It was part of the old hotel and the
Yeah.
station, wasn't it?
So, and you guys have done a lot of amazing work to it. It already looks so much better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and you are requesting $150,000. You've got 15 years, but I don't know that we do 15 years. I don't know
We
if we've
weren't
ever done
sure.
We don't know what the
Yeah, we didn't even, honestly, in the art of full transparency, our bank accountant filled out the application for us because I have seen the application one time prior, but it's just when we were looking at those, I was like, I don't know what their standards are, and we just kind of wanted to, like, we're here to listen, not even just
Right.
ask. Like, we wanted to also hear back, so we're not demanding people. We don't
Right.
have to have 15 years or anything like that.
Typically, we don't go more than 5 years.
That's pretty much the limit that we've
Yes.
done in the past.
And then what is the 150,000 request going to be used for?
We finished the large portion of the main floor, and we've missed out on opportunities of other businesses coming in and opening in our other units that we have. I'm gonna call them available, but not functional. And so we were mainly going to use this $150,000 to fix up those units. And we already have them contingently promised to people upon us getting funds to fix them up. And facelift the rest of the back half of the main floor.
And how many units is it?
There's 3 more units at roughly 5,000 square feet total, and each space has its own, heating, electric, and water payment. We've already discussed this with the, I'm tracking words right now, I'm sorry, with the, businesses that wanna go in there. Everyone is totally fine with the numbers we've discussed. It's just, as you can probably imagine, we're very young and we went into this and we've tapped out every resource we possibly could. And so now we're just kind of pedaling.
Right. And I assume your financials figure in what you'll receive on those 3
Yes,
units are figured into these figures?
yes. We didn't know how to, fill out the paperwork for jobs made and jobs kept, because we have opened up space where we have now 13 people working out of it, but it's not the building, like, it's not Die Properties doing that, it's the business inside that amount of square
You're
footage.
creating the opportunity for
Right.
Yeah,
people to be
Right.
employed.
Yes. Yeah.
And what business is in there now?
It's actually my salon. It's,
Okay.
we named it after our daughter. It's Ivy Studio Suites,
Okay.
and we're hopefully getting 4 more people by the end of the month. It's a lot of square footage for people to
Right.
work, but, that's what's in there right now.
So Julie, just to be clear, on the second and third year jobs, you're including those other businesses that may be renting those storefronts from you?
Yes.
In these numbers? Okay.
Yes, whenever we spoke
Yeah.
with our tax accountant, she told us that's the way that we should handle that.
I see,
Because,
yeah.
I mean, we have like 4 photographers wanting to go in one. It's just, it's such a, we have people willing to pay for it, but I don't know how many people are going to be occupying
Right.
necessarily.
Right,
Or how
yeah.
they're going to sublease it.
Well, when I first saw that, I thought you were gonna have 50 employees in your salon, so.
No, luckily, I don't have any employees. I just work for $0 an hour, pouring it all back into the building, but we
Yeah.
have no employees. It's all just rent-based.
Yeah. I do want to share in full disclosure, I met with them, God, it's probably been a year ago, or maybe a little bit more, and toured the property before they started. You had just started some of the exterior renovations, and I know they've made a lot more investments since I was in there, but.
Anybody else have questions or thoughts?
It looks nice. I drive by there at least twice a day, every day.
Thank you.
Pretty busy road.
A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Trains bother you?
Honestly, no, you'd be shocked with those windows. We went through Midwest class, and everyone is always impressed with just how quiet the trains are with those big windows.
Wow.
I can tell you, I appreciate everything you've done to that, because you really, really, really improved that building.
Thank you.
And the whole,
Thank you.
Knowing that the term on the loan would be 5 years versus 15, do you have any reaction to that, or?
I mean, personally, I'd like to see, the breakdown of what it costs.
Okay.
I'm worried about the terms of everything,
Right.
the interest, all that kind of stuff. So my concern's there, just seeing the breakdown before we
Yeah,
commit to anything. But,
sure.
Yeah, I would assume that, it clearly raises the monthly payment. I'd like to see how that affects us once we get renters in there, if we can cover that, to make it make sense.
Right.
what's our interest rate usually?
Is it 3% or 4%? I forget.
3% is usually the interest
So
rate.
3%.
And it's a simple interest, so,
That's the best interest we could
yeah,
get right now.
yeah.
Right now, to be
It's
honest,
simple
that's
interest,
what's
so that's
getting
helpful.
us.
Right.
Is we've taken out as much as we possibly can. Our bank accountant actually was like, you have to go at least try this, because
Right.
like, we've had grandparents co-sign, we've had people do everything in their power, and right now, all that's gouging us is interest.
Right.
And on a building that's that old,
Right.
spending thousands of dollars to have pop-ups of the old building is, with 7-8% interest, is just, it's really hard to come back from.
I wanted to
So-
be clear that 150,000, that will get us 2 units out of the 3 completely done, and the exterior of the building, or
Okay.
the windows and brickwork for the front, the storefronts.
Looks like it'd be, $2,700 a month at 3% for $150K.
2,700 a month.
Yeah, don't quote me on that, but
I'm gonna write it
Don't
down
quote
so
us on that yet.
I'll circle it,
but it would be in that neighborhood, I'm sure.
right.
So do you wanna go back and figure on that, or set another meeting, or?
Yeah, that would be best.
Okay.
And, you know, that's something we were wanting to talk about. We put 150,000 because
Right.
our next move is to get those completely finished. We wanna get those done within the next 6 months is the plan, if we can get funds.
Okay.
But to get all three done and to get, you know, we got quotes for staining the building and get all the bricks to match, tuck pointing, that's, you know, it's kind of, for that old building, it's needing done. So, you know, to get all three of those done, to get everything properly done right on the exterior, we're looking closer to 400,000, because, you know, it's 100,000 for tuck pointing, for painting. I mean, it's, you guys understand how expensive that can get. So that's, in reality, if we can ask for more, that would be the number we're looking at. But 150 gets us to
To
our next step,
Yeah.
our immediate step.
Okay.
And I mean, we're always, like I said, we're totally willing to like listen versus just demand or ask. We also just kind of like are at crossroads because with this building and with what all we've done now, it's totally wonderful and so like I feel so accomplished looking at it, but for further opportunities, we have to go forward somehow.
Right.
And we severely underestimated the building when we bought it, which that's why no one else did buy it. But we're just hopeful that maybe even if it's not, like if you guys would have denied us for this today, if there's some direction we could be pointed into, cause
And that's saying, we're here
Yeah.
for, you know, asking for the revolving loan, but we're told, you know, potential for grants or for other ways of finding some money for an old building like that, you know, maybe possible. We talked to Chris about that, you know, maybe a couple years ago, a year ago.
Yeah, and some of the things we talked about was the fact that this doesn't sit within the urban enterprise zone. I don't believe, I think it's outside the map of that. And there were very few, if any, other programs out there, I think, that could have an impact on what they're trying to do.
we also don't fall in the historical building area, mainly that's
That's what
down,
he's
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
I didn't know it was the same thing, but
Right.
yeah, so we worked with the Pantheon and she said that she could try to apply to get us in there, but at the time the applications were closed. And so I kind of do feel very bad for coming and just being like, if you could point us in any direction, anything at all. But, at least we're doing our best, that's what I always say. So, yeah, we're just here to listen and, you know, we'll make do with the best recommendations you guys have. And if you guys do allow us that, we'll do the best work we can with that revolving loan.
Okay.
Once you get your numbers figured out, it's not impossible to do a refi as you go forward, and ideally, your income stream will improve as a result of this investment, so.
That was kind of the goal from the get-go on this building, to one step at a time, you know, have it pay for itself as we go, and then, you know, hopefully at the end it's paying for itself the whole time.
Considered a homeless shelter upstairs.
Probably, we can definitely house some people up there, that's for
It's
sure.
still partitioned off as a hotel, so.
Sure.
Well, yeah.
Not a functioning hotel, but it still has all the rooms and everything. I think, did you see it?
Yeah, we went up, I remember going
Yeah,
up there.
it's
yeah.
scary, but
I
I'm sure
found
the
some-
homeless would
so
take
is
it.
that- the last thing it was used for was, cause it's got a community shower and bathroom upstairs. It was used for, housing students for the school, and I found some homework from the 70s up there. It's from the 70s, that place is sat
Right.
still from the 70s, so.
So are you gonna make that residential on the second floor?
The
Or
second floor is a tough
apartments
one,
or-
because our main
That
floor
is-
is kinda taken up, you know,
Right.
our availability for plumbing and everything, so finding a way to get upstairs complete. We'll have to look into structural engineering, make sure it's
Have to
squared away.
sprinkle it too.
Yeah.
The sprinkler system, that's our main, that was actually, cause I talked to, fire marshal, he said, you know, you're definitely gonna have to have one
Right.
upstairs and downstairs, so that, we're looking at probably $100,000 in a sprinkler system. that could buy, you know, if we were wanting to invest, a smart investment would be just go buy a residential house for $100,000 rather than paying for a sprinkler system, so.
Yeah.
What was so cute is the bottom half, we were like, that's not gonna be that bad, almost $1 million. The upstairs would, it would be,
That would be
it
really
would match
cool.
it, it would match it, but it would be very awesome. We've considered it, but we dream big and,
That's maybe down the road if we can make it make
Yeah.
sense on that, it would be ideal, but it's kinda, just judging by who I've talked to and the engineer I've talked to, it's gonna be pretty pricey.
Okay, so you wanna wait till you get some figures, or
Yeah, and
we'll set another meeting? whenever
did you
you're
guys wanna
ready.
discuss more funds, or, you know, you talked about refinancing as we go? Is that more the way to go, you guys think?
Well, if you heard the financial report for like Old Town Players, they've had this loan for several years, and I think they came back and renegotiated to lower payments because they've been making payments right along, so we didn't have any problem doing that. And they have an old building too, you may have noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so
Okay,
that'll be the goal then, to maybe refinance as we move on.
you work on the figures, and we'll get another meeting. Okay,
that sounds good.
okay, if you're good with that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your
Appreciate
time,
it.
we
Hey,
appreciate
thank
it
you.
very much.
And if I come up with anything else, we'll let you know. Okay, all right,
Thank
thanks.
you so much.
I was wondering who was redoing all that property. It really looks nice.
It's really, really
It
nice.
really looks
Didn't
nice.
wanna tell them it's outside.
Not yet. Does somebody wanna make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay,